Hello Aquarius, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome if you're new to the channel. This is a general love reading, so it applies to you and your person, your special someone, or your partner, or whatever is your situation. It applies to the relationship. It's the journey, past, present, and future. My intention is for the next 6 months to see what's going on, but obviously some seeds may be planted for a little bit earlier or a little bit later. We'll cover that period. There are aspects in it that will be for you, but it will also be to do with the relationship, and possibly your person's aspects may also be coming in. You can just apply it to your situation as it resonates. All my information is in the drop down box below. You can check out things there and see what you're interested in. And please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that helps to move the videos around YouTube. And let's just start now. We're going to start with the past energy. This will be your history. So this will be either aspects of your history or your person's history, or it could be the relationship history, depending on your situation, how long you've been together, or how long you've been in association, with each other. You may be married, you may have a family. Let's just see how it resonates. So this is history, recent, past, and present. So let's go into the near future and then further future. So to come out. Bottom of the astrological deck is 10th house. Get some goddess guidance now. Looks like you've got some legal matters coming up, but it will be a fair outcome. You may be expecting that or not. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Una, easy does it. So now for the present moment, let's get some cards. Get the most for the present moment, because that is where you make all your decisions. So some authentic Aquarian information coming in here for you. Full moon in Aquarius. Let's get the fairy tarot now. Oh, lovely. You've got the lovers coming in there for you. Okay. All right, so let's focus on the history. Oh, sorry, let's just do a quick destiny card for you. Gentleness. Okay, I feel this is to do with yourself. Something coming up. Oh, there's one there. Let's use that as well. Perseverance. Okay. All right, so for the history, so this is either your history or your relationship history. And you may be married, have been married for a while, or already committed to each other, or you may just be starting in your relationship, or you can just apply it as it resonates to you. So we've got Chiron healing, we've got unconditional love. So these two go very well together, actually, because Chiron healing is everything to do with healing. This is normally emotional healing. And this can be healing from various types of woundings. And this can be obviously relationship-based, or it could be situation-based. But it normally, what happens is you have a wounding of some kind, or you have some kind of issue that happens, and your experiences and your attitude and your beliefs get shaped around that experience. And then it becomes very hard, especially over time, to break free of that, to pull your energy back so that you can move forward. So your energy gets trapped there. So what happens is with this, Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's wisdom through pain. That's basically the mantra here. So, but it's also very key to your development and to your to finding your way. So this, whatever this pain was, or this betrayal, or this loss, or this just an experience, if it doesn't get dealt with, it tends to reoccur. So you may have in the past, in your history, you've been dealing with these things. You've been dealing with either repetitive circumstances or one major wounding that has kind of, you keep getting ripples of it coming back again and again. And the only way to deal with that is actually to bring it into the light, face it, accept that it's had a place in your life, it's created the opportunity to learn and to understand yourself deeper, and others as well. You apply forgiveness to yourself so that you can release yourself from that situation. You can release your energy. And then once you've done that, then you can move on, and it should not reoccur. You can't suppress these things. You can do it for a while, but it will manifest in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it manifests as an illness, or as repeated experiences, the same things happening over and over. It's a bit like a Groundhog Day. So, it's got that potential, but the potential is healing. And this is something that you will learn, how to apply that method to actually pull it into the light, face it, accept it. You must accept it. And then once you've applied forgiveness, then you can release it and you can pull your energy back. It's also about healing, as in healing through nature, and healing through all kinds of natural therapies. Chiron is involved with that. It's also involved with astrology. So it's all kinds of healing and natural therapies, also medicine, medicinal applications, and so on. So it's everything to do with healing, but from a medicinal or remedy point of view. And this can also be healing from nature. It does bring in nature in quite strongly. So this can be any kind of therapy or natural remedy that you may have applied or you may have used for yourself. And it's, this may have been a focus in the past, or it could have just been you working your way through this various types of situations. It could be more than one experience that is built up over your lifetime. It could even be something from a past life that you've brought in to deal with again. You're going to have another go at it this time around. So it's all about that. It's a process that you have to go through. And it's all about finding that healing and going through that healing process. And whatever you learn and whatever you understand through that actually becomes like it builds up your inner strength. You break free from a repetitive pattern. And as soon as you do that, you can help others with the same situation. And that very much is applicable here. It's about helping others in some way, shape, or form, even if it's with advice or a kind word, or just being present for somebody, or even maybe as part of a learning exercise and therefore a change of career or a profession for you. Learning about natural therapies. Now, this can be anything. It can be chiropractic, it can be homeopathy, naturopathy, studying natural remedies, herbalism, whatever it is that is right for you. But it can also just be medicinal, as in, self-help, working your way through different types of things and trying things for yourself, and then learning from that experience. It's also about learning and doing well in whatever it is that you're learning. So you may have been applying your knowledge or just building up a storehouse of knowledge, and that is going to be helpful for others in some way, shape, or form as you go on here. And during this process, you've learned unconditional love. Unconditional love is really, it says, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So in this lifetime, you will have a contract with certain people. They will play a role in your life, and you will play a role in theirs. However that role may be, each of you have to play to the best of your ability, however the role is in your life. It's like acting. You go for an interview and you recruit, and that person comes in to assist you, and it's a soul contract that you have with them. So it's something that plays out on the earth plane. On the other side, once you've passed over, all of that falls away, and all that remains is love. Okay, so always remember that. So now, when you're going through these learning phases and processes, and dealing with this healing, opening up those wounds so that the light can get in. Then once you acknowledge that event or that experience has had a place in your life, and then you forgive it and you release it, then it should not reoccur. Now, the unconditional love comes in where you are releasing your energy from that. So you forgive the situation. You don't forgive necessarily the actions that went down, but you release yourself from having your energy trapped there, and then you pull it back to yourself, and that starts the healing process. So and it's also, unconditional love is also giving love to others, whoever that may be, within your current relationship, or this may have built up through previous relationships, where you give without expecting return. Okay, so all of these lessons will have been important for you in past lives. Maybe it's carried over into this lifetime, but there would have certainly been healing involved. It can also have been a physical wounding, some sort of injury, or maybe an illness, and you've learned through that. It's always you always have to examine the emotions and what was going on around you at the time of the physical wounding. So if you've come into this lifetime with an illness or with some kind of injury, and you're now getting over it or something, it more than likely is past life related. But it could have been something that occurred in this lifetime, and you need to go back to the original wounding and examine what was going on in your life, and then you can deal with sorting that out. So now here, for the recent past, we've got White Tara sensitivity, first house, the body. So you will have done a tremendous amount of healing over, it could have been over a really long period of time, or a number of years, or could have just been in the last year or so, depending on where you are and what your situation is. It could also have applied to your actual relationship with your current person. You're on the ascension process. So this affects everything to do with the physical body. So your vitality, your life force, your well-being. It's also your what you're projecting to others, what they see when they see you. And it's also about analyzing what is working for you and what is not, how you are meeting the world, your personal independence, how you are making your way forward, your own interests and hobbies, and the furthering of those. And that may very well have been healing or learning about things like that. And the natural world, spending time in nature. So all of these things will have enhanced your health and your well-being. It's also your appearance that may have changed in some way, or have undergone a bit of a shift. But what White Tara is saying, that through this ascension process, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this would have been the recent past. You may have been pushed to actually have a bit of a cleanse with anything toxic in your life, whether it's a situation or a hobby or a habit or something that you've done repetitively, which just hasn't helped you at all. It could even be social situations, groups that you're involved with, friendships. It could be a number of things. It could also just be within your home, toxicity within your home, too many chemicals or too many medications and so on. So whatever you have been cleansing and removing out of your life that is no longer serving you, and releasing and helping your energy and healing and all of those things, it does raise your vibration, and therefore you become more sensitive. Okay, so just this is something that you would have been working on actively in the past, whether you were conscious of it or not. It would have been pushed. You would have been pushed to do this healing, and to be more selective and more discerning about your environment, your situation, the chemicals that you're in your home. Because ultimately it's all affecting your vehicle in this lifetime, your temple, your body. Okay. Also, what you've been projecting outwards to others, you may have been sharing your healing knowledge, or people may have been watching your healing journey. Because you project, it's what you express to others. It's your characteristics, your personality. That's what people see, when they look at you in your and you're in your first house. So all of those aspects coming in. Now for the present, we've got Hathor receptivity, and we've got Neptune sacrifice. So this Neptune covers a number of situations, and I'll try and touch on them all to give you a full spectrum, because there are many people watching all in different situations. But this is receptivity. This is allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay, so you've got the Neptune card here. So I do feel that in yourself you are receiving a tremendous amount of information. It could be downloads, it could be spiritual insights, it could be all kinds of inspiration, imagination is activated. And this is something that would automatically happen with this ascension process and the sensitivity. And if you are working on clearing things out of your body or out of your environment which are triggering you. So this process opens you up, raises your vibration. And as soon as that happens, you start receiving insights. It could also be dreams, a lot of dream work. You may be doing a lot of dream work, or you could be receiving a lot of information through dreams. So be receptive. Okay, this is your present now. Be receptive. So this is about putting aside issues that you may have about receiving. This is a feminine principle, being receptive. It's a feminine principle. So whether you are a masculine or a feminine, we have both in us. They both have to be balanced. And the receptivity is the feminine quality, being open to receiving. And so therefore, put aside, get rid of things like worry or guilt or shame or fear of asking for help or fear of receiving. Anything like that, remove it from your psyche, because when you open up to receive, and it's almost like a surrender, which is kind of what a Neptune energy will also push you to do. So as soon as you open to receive, that will increase this psychic ability, this ability to connect to the divine, and your energy levels will rise, and you'll be able to share with others, which is important. I think this is what you've been going through in your past or your history. Your process, your healing processes have put you in a position where you can share a great deal with others and help them on their journey as well, in whatever way is appropriate for you. So it's very much about opening yourself up. And this can also be opening yourself up to a very special relationship, because you've got the lovers here, and Neptune does rule the 12th house, which is the house of twin flames. It's the house of karmic connections, karmic inheritance, all of that. So it's more than likely the person that you are involved with now, you have a deep contract with them. You may even be in a twin flame if you follow the twin flame collective, or it could just be a soulmate, a soul collective, a sacred partner. All of those aspects come in with Neptune. It's all governed by Neptune. The 12th house covers all of that. But it is also about being sort of spending time in retreat, spending time in reflection. And this is deep reflection. I feel this is the reflection required in order to open yourself up to receiving love, to receiving this connection that is coming to you. So, or you may already be in it. So Neptune covers a great many other things as well. It can also be toxic things, addictions and so on may come up. So just if you are grappling with anything like that, take steps to deal with that. Or you may have already overcome it with all this healing and various other things, the sensitivity, clearing out certain things which no longer serve you, things that trigger you and so on, if that has been an issue. Otherwise, it's about receiving this beautiful divine energy, but you do need to ground yourself. You do need to engage in grounding activities, and it's also about connecting to your mysticism, your spiritual life, okay, and healing comes in again. So it's about being open to this beautiful divine energy, which can manifest through a relationship, okay? So all of these aspects may come in. It may also be in certain circumstances where some sort of aspect of your relationship or of your life needs to be dedicated to the relationship or to your person, or to some aspect of the relationship which requires, I wouldn't say sacrifice, it can in fact do that, but it's more like a dedication, more like you have to spend time and effort on certain aspects of that that aspect of that relationship to honor the soul contract that you have with this person. So for some people it may be seen as a sacrifice, and others it may be seen as a service. Okay, Neptune rules the 12th house. This is service to others. Okay, so in this case, very much to your relationship and to your person, but also to yourself, you know. And so all of these aspects do come in. So let's just see now with the Lovers. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So I do feel there has been a health aspect which has been in your history, it's in your recent past, and now it's coming into your present. So the Lovers can bring that in, the energy, the love energy, but it's also obviously relating to your current relationship, or this person that you may have been in a long relationship with. You may already be married with children and so on. It just depends on where you are in your situation. But it's a beautiful energy, and love and harmony comes in with this. And if you have harmony in your body from a health point of view, then you are wealthy. And so all of that energy does come in. We've got here, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so this is also about getting in touch with your Aquarian nature, your Aquarian side. It may have, you know, we go through phases in life where sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, or sometimes you just need a little bit of a wake-up call. But full moon Aquarius is about getting in touch with that Aquarian side, but which can be unconventional. It can be you know, sort of unusual, cutting edge, or just different, or androgynous, you know. All of those aspects come in with the Aquarius side. It can also be quite technologically astute, you know, all of these aspects, but it's almost like your unique self, getting in touch with that. Now, full moon is results, okay, so you may have been working on this in some way, shape, or form, but it is saying that bring in the emotions as well. You've got the Lovers card here. So bring in the emotions as well, and don't dip too far into the Aquarian side, which can be very unemotional, very analytical, very air-oriented. Okay, you want to be able to balance things here. You want to be able to bring that side in of yourself, because obviously you are an Aquarian, but also don't get so far removed from the situation that you can't relate, you know. So all of these aspects come in, but it is about revealing your inner self, however different or however unusual that may be. You know, get in touch with that. You may also be getting sort of emotional insights into the future. It's a very advanced energy. Aquarius sees into the future. It's about you know, hopes and dreams, and working your way towards a dream, which may be revealing the real you. You know, maybe that's time now. Now, we've also got gentleness and perseverance. So I do feel that this is coming in here with this receptivity and the Neptune side of it, and also obviously with the Lovers. Gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. This is a very receptive quality. Be gentle with yourself, and especially since you've been through this healing and with your physical body undergoing this ascension process, the sensitivity is there. So be gentle with yourself first and foremost, and then with your person, and then spread it out thereafter. Handle yourself with care, okay? Because you have been through a process. You are still busy working on this, and some aspects of your relationship may involve this service sort of embodiment, or it could be, as I said, it may be a sacrificial sort of energy where you are giving up your time and energy in some way, shape, or form for the betterment of your relationship, or the way you are behaving in your relationship. Okay, and you may be doing it as a service to your person as well. Remember, you've come in and you've got a joint contract together, so that comes in. And then with the perseverance as well, this is about persevering with this energy, with this healing that is required, and and bringing and not being afraid to show the real you, to actually manifest that part of yourself. But I do think this perseverance may also be coming in with your near future. We've got here ninth house, and we've got Mart. Okay, so this ninth house covers a great many things. It covers international travel, which may come in the near future. So 3 and 3 is 6. So it may be in the 6th month this year, or it could be just prior to that. But it's also about adventure, exploration. Now that can be in the mind, but it can also be physically, as in travel, international travel or long distance travel. But it can also be adventures in the mind or exploration in the mind through learning, so higher learning, university level, or even adult education. But it can also, this house also covers publishing. It also covers public relations or promotional work. It covers teaching. So that may be something for you, especially if you've had Chiron healing and you've been through a healing process and you've learnt a few things and you need to share that with others. That may come in for you. But it also covers the law and the higher courts. So I feel because you've got Mart fairness coming in here, that is going to be something's coming in for you. You may be already aware of it, or it may come in sort of the first part of this year. And this, it could also even just be a negotiation or some kind of situation. It could be to do with publishing, or it could be to do some promotional work that you want to do, and it's got a legal aspect to it. So just apply it to your situation. The ninth house also covers intuitive processes, and it covers the gaining of wisdom, the seeking of truth. So again, the judgment aspect of it, the legal aspect may come into it, the seeking of truth. So this could be the seeking of truth through learning. It could also be the seeking of truth through studying the law. Or it could be applying, sort of legal processes, negotiation, mediation, and decisions and judgment and so on to a situation that is coming up in the ninth house for you. But it's saying that a fair outcome will come in. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So the main thing to do is to remove yourself from a hard and fast outcome which you have got stuck in your mind. Just remove yourself from an outcome which may not be in the best interests of all that are involved. So just bear that in mind. Just put your case forward. Lay your what you are wanting, what you are hoping for in the situation. Lay your case out there, or put out your information or your research or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and then hand it over to the universe and let the universe deal with the situation. And then Mart will bring in this decision or this negotiation or whatever it is to be handled in a fair and just manner. But you need to remove yourself from the situation so that you get out of your own way, basically, and allow the universe, because the universe has got many aspects to it, and all aspects can be seen, whereas you only have your point of view, So just bear that in mind for the near future. Yeah, I'm trying to think where else the ninth house may apply to you, but it's usually, it can also even be about in-laws. The ninth house can be about that, but it is about faith, and it's about having faith in the universal energy delivering this situation as it should be. It could involve travel as well. Something to do with that. Perhaps you had to postpone something, or you had to delay something, and now you want to get it sorted out. Just apply it to your situation. And with the perseverance as well, that may have a bearing on that. So now for the further future. So this my intention for the reading was within the first 6 months of this year, but seeds may be planted within the 6 months, and then aspects may play out shortly after that. Just apply it to your situation. It depends very much on your development and your contract with your person. So we've got Virgo, I analyze, Kuan Yin, compassion. So release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And then we've got Virgo, I analyze. So around about the middle of the year or just after, you may be having a situation where you are worrying excessively about something, or you are bringing too much criticism or excess concern about, like nitpicking and criticism and things like that. That may come in with the Virgo energy, but it can also be that you are called upon to bring in your ability to sift and sort and give constructive advice or a constructive path forward. That is also a Virgo energy. Editing may come in, publishing again comes in again. So maybe it's something to do with your career. But it can also be about, your health, your well-being, and your, your self-worth and all of those things. And that may have already come up previously and again here. And so it's about having a very balanced view where you are in touch with your health and your diet and your well-being, managing that correctly, but also stepping away from the critical element of the Virgo tendency and stepping into the constructive, working with numbers, figures, editing, words, and also obviously with communicating with your person. You don't want to come across as nitpicking and overly critical of yourself either. You don't want to be going into that energy. This is about being able to sum up a situation, pros and cons, so that a constructive decision can be made. Helpful advice. Also very good at analyzing things, coming to, working things out so that decisions can be made. So I analyze, all right? Being able to sift and sort and see both sides of a situation so that a good decision can be made. So have compassion. As I said, avoid the critical or anything like remotely connected to that. Rather go into the constructive and helpful for yourself and for your person and within your relationship. So release judgments, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself, or, all you will do is bring your self-worth down. So don't be too hard on yourself or too hard on others. Release the judgments, okay? Come back to the love and light that is within everyone. So just bring that in, because something obviously will come up in the middle of the year or slightly later than that, and this is where it's going to come in, the compassion, and a full moon in the background may be important as well. We've got here at the bottom of the goddess deck is Una Easy Does It. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So this is about moving steadily towards what it is that you are aiming for within your life, within your relationship, and within yourself. And all causes, all relationships, anything that is close to your heart takes time, takes effort, and it takes dedication. So it's about applying those principles to your relationship and to yourself within your relationship, okay? And it's saying here there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So allow the universe to assist you and to see all aspects to bring in the best situation. And this may very well be to do with this this situation coming in here, to do with this fairness or this judgment or this decision or this. It could be a legal situation, okay? And I do feel it's also to do with your working on your relationship. Whatever is close to your heart, whether it's a hobby or an interest or your relationship or whatever it may be, these things take dedication and timing, and you also do have to get out of your own way. And that's what it's saying. No need to hurry, no need to force things to happen. Divine timing is in play. We've also got bottom of the astrological deck, 10th house, the world. So this is indicating career. It's also indicating fame, reputation, and also public status. So with the lovers coming in here, and if you are embarking on a relationship, or you have this lover's energy coming back into your current relationship, it could also be that you may be changing status in some way. So you may be going from single to connected to another, or involved in some way, or committed relationship or something like that. It's a status may be important for you, and this house is going to come up in some way, shape or form. So career, fame, reputation, or it could be your status, how others see you. It's also to do with authority figures or authoritative institutions. So this can be government, this can be the military, this can be legal. Again, we've had legal mentioned already. I mean, you may be involved in the legal profession, okay? There's also, it's got aspects of like mentors, gurus, or bosses, you know, something like that. Or it could be a father figure. All of these things come in with the 10th house. There's authority there with the 10th house. It's also what you are aiming for, what you are working towards, what you are, you know, what you admire in others as well. All of that comes in with the 10th house. And this is 3 and 4 is 7, so maybe in the 7th month something is coming up for you to do with that. Now, bottom of the Moonology deck, a win-win outcome is forecast. So here again we have the scales of justice, and Libra can be about legal matters. It can also be about decision making, and so on. So I do feel that this period, round, you know, 3 and 3 is 6, so it could be the 6th month, okay. Or, you know, it could be sort of a 6-week period, you know, just see how it comes out for you. But I'm sure you will know, because legal matters don't just come out of the blue. They usually unfold over a period of time. So, but it's saying a win-win outcome is forecast, and it says here that the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever is going down, whether it's just a decision that you need to make or a negotiation, but there's something coming in for you. A full moon is a result. It's something that is coming, you know, coming to fruition. It can also be about gratitude. So being grateful for what the outcome that comes to you. Bottom of the fairy deck is 5 of summer. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Okay, so this is applying to everything that's gone on. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Okay, so I think this came up in the recent past. It may still be a theme. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. So remove yourself from troublesome situations or situations which trigger you. Okay, make sure that you've got your boundaries in place, which can be a Neptune thing. Make sure your boundaries are in place and that you are not getting trapped into other people's complexities and getting almost like a doormat. Okay, being an Aquarian, I think it's unlikely you would do that, but it's an aspect that may be coming in for you. There might be a little bit of a blind spot there for you, but it also says focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So just have faith, which is what the 9th house, your near future, was talking about. Have faith that things are going to work out. Okay, they're going to work out, and let go of the worries, because whatever you're worrying about, the more you worry about it, the more you're going to draw it to you. Okay, be receptive to this lover's energy coming in. Be receptive and be open to receiving, whether it's help or guidance or support or angelic support or spiritual guidance or divine intervention, whatever it may be. Children may also be important in some way, because this is a very nurturing energy. Okay, be prepared to nurture yourself, and first and foremost, and then allow yourself to receive your own healing and your own nurturing, and then you can give to others as well. Just remove yourself from negative things, which may be influencing your energy a little bit. So anyway, as I said, some aspects would apply to you or to apply to your person. You'll just have to see how it comes in for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will check in again probably mid-year in this format, and then we'll see again. Take care.